welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the Hot Toys It Chapter 2 Pennywise 6 scale figure. Now of course this is based on Pennywise and It Chapter 2, which I did get to see. I even saw the first one. I even saw the one with Tim Curry, but I did get to see the two It films like in the theaters. I still haven't read the actual Stephen King novel. Now, I must admit I am kind of excited about picking this one up because it is like a horror-based figure, so you know, that's the reason why I'm just kind of curious how this would be and so on. But anyway, I'm going to get into this right now. This is the packaging or the box that contains the Hot Toys It Chapter 2 Pennywise figure. I think that's a cool image of him on the front. Of course, I have him like on the side because it has like this plastic covering on it. As you can see, it says It Chapter 2 at the top too as well, and there's blood all over the box too, and that's cool. But you can slide this on off. You can see that's how it actually looks, like separate. This here's like the actual box itself with like Pennywise face on the front and right on the side too. It has images like on the back too. And of course it says it right there on the box too again, like It Chapter 2 Pennywise 6 scale figure. Of course, you know, you can open him. And this is how he looks. Well, you can get an idea of how he looks on the inside. With the accessories. And it has this real come home and play. This is the background diorama that comes with it, which is like an image of Pennywise. As usual, you get the Hot Toys instruction manual, which can show you how to put or assemble your Pennywise figure. This is how it looks. You can see we get 2 trays for Pennywise. This is the tray, like another shot of him inside this tray. Then of course you get the tray which has like his stand in it, which I've been hearing some cool things about too. First I want to assemble his stand. And they have these plastics around it. I've been hearing some cool things about these too. So let's see if I can this is, I guess you could say, the main part of the stand, because you can see like the It Chapter 2 logo on it. Another thing that's cool about this is actually supposed to be like the sewer thing. You have to actually assemble it, but you can see how that pose looks like water right there. They even have like blood right there on the top of it too. So that's pretty cool looking. That's how it looks underneath. Then you also get this grassy like stand too. So you have like 2 different stands to kind of put him on if you want. And this is how this actually looks right here. So as you can see, that's like the grass material. It feels like rough too, like rough plastic. And it has like a peg hole right there which you can like stick the stand thing in. And this is how this looks underneath too as well. Because what you can do, you actually do supposed to do it like this. You're supposed to take this, I believe, and just press it on inside this right here. Then of course you get the stand thing itself. I forget what you call these. And it's like bendable too, as you can see. Like a bendable wire in it. Then of course you have this right here too that you would take and and put on this right here. And before I get into the figure too much, I want to touch on these right here too as well. You get this alternate head with Pennywise, and it's like when his teeth is coming out when he's about to attack. So as you can see, this how it looks. Like the detail in the makeup, that's awesome. Like the way the teeth look. Yeah, that's cool. I like the way they sculpted his hair too. That really looks like beautiful. The way the hair is like sculpted. I mean, it's beautiful how they did that. You have like these layers of like hair. And of course he has like a peg head, because you can switch this head out with like his other head if you want to. But what you can do with this is you can take this particular head and you can sit it right on this right here if you want. I'm kind of scared to do it because I want about to get stuck in there. This would like simulate the scene as if he's like in a sewer, like for Georgie. Then you would take this right here, then you would just press it on down there. So let's see if I can do it. I'm still afraid about it get stuck in there. But just to give an example of how this does look, this is how it look. Now I must admit that is a very cool looking feature. Because I think you can even raise Pennywise's head up too, but it has him like he's in the sewer. That really does look awesome. I think that is cool. Because you can even take it, I think, if you want. Even raise it up even higher, like where his teeth is kind of out. But you know, you won't be able to press it all the way down. You can even have it like that, as you can see. I must admit, that is I think that really is a cool feature. Then of course you can take this right here, and you know you just assemble this right here onto the stand. You gotta make it tight. Actually, I forget, you pull it off right here. Then you put it on, and you gotta make sure that part is like flat with that so it can support the back, you know. Like this crater. Then you can just stick it on in. And this is actually on the spot that it goes. And it makes sense that they would give us a dynamic stand for Pennywise, because he is that kind of a, I guess you could say a character that would make them kind of wild movements, you know. Can be floating and jumping all around in the air and stuff. So that kind of makes sense that they would give us this kind of a stand for him, you know. And now for the figure itself. So I'm going to put him on now. Yeah, he has all this plastic on it. Alright, I do think this is amazing. This is awesome. I'm already hearing some people say they think it's figure of the year too. And as you can see, there's the Pennywise figure. So I'm going to measure him. He's tall too. He's 13 inches, so he's actually taller than 12 inches. Like the standard 12 inches or 6 scale, he's actually 13 inches in size. So what I do is talk about the likeness and the articulation to Bill Skarsgård, or you could say Pennywise. This is the figure. I noticed like the getting the stand. He stands though. Seems kind of, you know, I wouldn't trust it though. I would rather have it like on the stand. But he does stand though. This material is awesome. It really does look like it too. And this is cool. The way they have these. Yeah, awesome. His arms can go up like this. Of course, he can split, really split too. As you can see, he seems like he's kind of like lightweight, so you can really split this out like that. He has the ab crunch. He has a band. He even has a double band, like in his leg, Pennywise. He even has a bend in the elbow too, so you can bend the elbow. Hands rotate with hands swivel there on the ball joint. Even the feet are like on the ball joint, so you can turn them. He has that ankle pivot with a rock. You can rock it. Of course, the head can turn left, right. But this is how it really does. Like, look, they really did a good job on this. It really does look like Pennywise with Bill Skarsgård. I think that's cool. Like the glossiness, like in his eyes too. That is cool. Of course, you can get all kind of like different movements with his head. He can turn left, right. He can look up. He can look down. And all this is like, as you can see, all like cloth material, like these right here. I don't really know what you call this kind of material though, as you can see. Because this right here you could tell would be removable though, you know, if you want it. And there's like those right there on them too as well. Cause I was hearing about them not being lined up or something like that from what I was hearing. And all this, as you can see, is like cloth-like material. He even has these right here like hanging from him, his wrist. So I think that's pretty cool. They're even around like his shoe area too, like these ball things. I don't know what you call that. And there are like his feet too as well. So I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, you have like them like soft ball looking things. Yeah, that's actually soft material on the shoes. And that's how his shoes look underneath. Tread watch. So yeah, I think this really is a awesome figure. This is easily one of my top figures of the year. And like I said, it does like it's kind of troublesome to be because he's like so lightweight around his legs. Like it's kind of troublesome that you just get it just right for him to stand from what I'm noticing. But he does stand though. You just gotta get it just right, find the right footing. But I have him on the stand anyway, like when I have him on display. I want to move on to the accessories that come with the Hot Toys 6 scale Pennywise figure. You get this Jack in the Box, which is of course Pennywise. How he looks. But it's like in puppet form. It doesn't have any articulation in it. It's just like solid. Then it has this right here too. Then you also get the it even stands too. You can like stand it right there. As you can see. It even gets the box too as well, which also has like a Pennywise clown on the cover. And a winder thing too. Which actually does turn too. You can turn it. It seems like it might be fragile. I wouldn't bother it too much. And then of course, you know, you can open this on up. And right there, that's on the inside of the box. And then you could take this right here and just like plug it on in the jack in the box like that. So I think that's pretty cool. That's awesome. Then up next, Pennywise has this skateboard too. Awesome. As you can see. And as you can see, it says, "Won't be there for him either," and it's like bloody. I like the blood splatter effect. That's no reason why I was kind of curious about this being just a hot toy. Cause I know they don't really do too many like horror figures. And of course you get like some pegs for Pennywise too, like what Hot Toys, you know, usually give us these in case you break a peg. And up next you get this other tray, which has like Pinhead's alternate hands, like another 2 more accessories besides like his hands. One of them I'm kind of curious about too as well. So this is how they have them inside here. Yeah, this is like a severed arm that he has. Now I must admit, I was like curious about this. There's no question this part has to be the most realistic like body part arm that's like, you know, horrific that I have in my collection. That's one reason why I was kind of curious about seeing Hot Toys do something like this. As you can see, that's how it looks. You right on the end. Really looks realistic. I think that's cool. Up next, of course, is of course everyone knows this one. I'm sure is the sailboat, SS Georgie. Right here, as you can see. Now Pennywise has alternate hands. He has like these 2 hands right here, as you can see. Like he's like the dealing with like his alien monster type form. Then you get a left and right fist. So I think that's pretty cool. I like when they give us like 2 of each. Then you get like this pointing finger too. Like he's pointing. Then you get this finger of course too as well. Like what is hand next? This is like the balloon hand for holding like the balloon. And as you can see, they had that very thin hole right there for putting the balloon in. Then you get like this, it's some kind of gesturing type hand. You could almost say it's relaxed, but it's not. You can tell he's making some kind of gesture. Then you get these two right here, like these like a left and right gripping. Not like gripping, but like he's, I guess, threatening or something type hands. Then the last accessory that comes with the Hot Toys 6-scale Pennywise figure is the balloon. This is cool. It's not bendable either. I bet you could break it if you press too hard, because it does still feels like it's solid. So I'm sure I could break it if you're not careful. And it's actually a translucent balloon too. You can actually see through it. So it is like translucent. And of course, you know, if you want, you can take the balloon and put it through the hand that they have for Pennywise. I'm gonna see if it goes in. Might have to even loosen this, but it does. It squeezes on in. As you can see. As you can see, it's Pennywise holding like the balloon, and it is like very like I kind of like not really flimsy, but you just gotta get it just right where it can stand straight up if you want, because it'll be like leaning to the side. I still believe you probably should be kind of careful with that, because I bet that can break, because it was even kind of hard pressing in through like his hand. But I think this is still awesome. This is an amazing figure. Okay, that's the Hot Toys It Chapter 2 Pennywise 6-scale figure. This is easily one of my top figures of the year, like of 2022. I would definitely recommend picking this one up, especially if you're a fan of Pennywise. This particular version of him, you know, played by Bill Skarsgård. But I think it is like an awesome figure. It looks awesome. I wonder why they chose it based on part 2, you know, the second film in the films. I think that's kind of interesting. But yeah, I think this is pretty cool. The stand is awesome, like they were saying too as well. I like how they designed this. So yeah, I would definitely recommend picking this one up. And I'm glad that they gave us a dynamic stand for Pennywise too, because he's the kind of character that makes all these different kind of like movements and postures and all that kind of stuff. So it makes sense for them to give us this kind of stand for this kind of figure, you know. But yeah, I think it is awesome, and he's like larger than I thought he was too. He's like 13 inches of scale, around like the 12 inches, but not the really like standard size. You know, like a lot of them be 12 or 11 inches. But yeah, this is an amazing figure. It's awesome. I like how it looks, you know. So I would definitely recommend this. This is the Hot Toys It Chapter 2 Pennywise 6-scale figure. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.